What's up, my family? Listen, first-time listener, or you've been here the whole damn time. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, giddy up, let's go, no notes.
That's my baby. That's my baby.
We're going at it at 110%.
I just want 5 minutes of happiness, please. Just give me 5 minutes.
And they scored! They did it!
Slap.
What the hell was that? Oh, yeah!
What the f*** are you talking about?
Boy, I can't get over that that introduction. What the? No notes. What's going on, big dog?
Chilling, man. How you feeling?
Just chilling out there. You out there in California. I'll be out there tomorrow, bro. Just hold on. I'm coming, all right?
It's nice and toasty out here.
Yes, sir. Nice and toasty. Y'all welcome. A2D Radio. This is Vetted with Irving Fryar and Big Dog, one of my best friends, Hollis Thomas, on that side over there. Yeah. Hollis, go ahead and hit him with your read, bro.
You want the Royal Billiards read from with Audrey? I kept saying her name wrong. I know Craig is watching. He'll probably tell me if I mess it up again. But Audrey and friends, Audria and friends over at Royal Billiards is one of the coolest places in all of the Delaware Valley, where you can get all of your personal man cave needs and toys. It's a family-owned business. They've been celebrating for 41 tender years of ballin'-ass business and serving it at Delaware Valley. They have everything from pool tables, shuffle boards, card tables, billiard accessories, dart supplies, bars, and bar stools. Remember the King bar stool. Our time is coming near, Irvin, for us to go over there and you to sample out one of those awesome ass bar stools. And besides the awesome ass bar stools, when your muscles get a little bit sore and stuff, and you know you gotta relax and stuff, they like to make it hot with a baller ass array of hot tubs and of hot tubs to soothe the savage beast. Marty will be over there. Marty Gras, the little French bulldog, that's my buddy. And this time I'm told we're going to have food this time. And so for everything fun at home or office, visit royalbilliards.com or visit Royal Billiards itself in Colmar, Pennsylvania. That's Royal Billiards or royalbilliards.com, and tell them that you heard it on A2D Radio, and tell them that the tank sent you, and take Marty a treat.
Take Marty a treat. Listen, yes. We have got to schedule a time, a Saturday. Look, the sun keeps shining on my face. See that? The sun shining on my face through the window. That's all right. It's a sunny day. We have got to schedule a time, you and I, on a Saturday before a home game, okay? And go spend some time at Royal Billiards Recreation, man. Yeah. You just make it sound so good.
It's a great time.
I gotta get over there.
You know, every time I do my read, I always forget about I'll forget about something. I forget about the video games this time. And they have a bunch of big dogs type furniture. When I say big dog type furniture, it's the furniture without the arms and sits kind of high and it's sturdy. You don't have to do the all-purpose shake test.
Okay.
As a big dog, if you as you go to sit down, if the legs start shaking,
it's shaking. You may get up.
Don't even sit down. Don't even try.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take cameras and videos over there while we're there, and we'll show it on our show.
Yeah,
that'll be a real nice commercial.
Yeah, I know. See, I visited a couple of places that have started sponsoring our show, and one of them was Carlino's.
You know what? I saw you post. You posted that, didn't you? Yeah, I saw the food from Carlino's. That was nice, bro.
It was man. They treated me like a king over there. They had the best cheesecake, and they created the most tender. Yeah, cheesecake. Yeah,
good cheesecake.
Yeah, I mean not the best cheesecake, handcrafted.
Oh,
from scratch.
Yeah.
From scratch.
Yes.
And then they made me the sandwich. They made me a sandwich. It was a meatball sandwich with veal meatballs and bacon and mozzarella cheese. And they made it with love. Exactly. They made it with love. Yeah. With a roll. The young lady, she specified when I gave her my ingredients, she said, "You want to put a seeded roll on this one?" And when I put the seeded roll on there, I don't know if we're gonna take this time to talk about the love of food. So most of the time when you get a meatball sandwich, you get ready to go into it and stuff, and they've toasted it, but they toasted the bread as well. So when you bite into it, it's like biting into a big box of Captain Crunch. It cuts the roof of your mouth. So
keep talking, man. I gotta close my curtain. All this light on my face.
That's like so. But when she suggested the roll that she suggested, it was not too toasted. So when you bit into it, you got that warm, fuzzy feeling of just love. And I could tell that the chef, he made it with love. It was a great time over there. I had their chicken salad, their tuna salad, all handcrafted, and especially if you're a single individual and you don't, they have a lot of stuff for. They make the soups and the chilies and stuff. It's like the best part was seeing chili this late in the summer, because some places when you call to order chili and they talk about it's too hot for chili. It ain't too hot for chili, sucker.
In the summertime, it is too hot for chili. When it's hot outside,
it's not.
Like it's hot in the studio right now. It's too hot for chili.
No, it's not. You just don't know how to eat chili and enjoy chili the way it's supposed to be enjoyed.
What do you mean don't know how to eat chili? How do you eat chili this hot? Besides blow on it.
Yeah, eat it and enjoy it. It's tasty.
Eat it and enjoy it. Well, listen, I got my red on.
Yes, you do.
Because I want to shout out to the Phillies.
Yes.
Yeah, big win last night. They're going down to Atlanta, hopefully take care of business down there in the 5-game series. We'll see what happens. It's very similar to last year this time of the year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where the Phillies are hot, the Eagles are balling. They're winning, and we got two teams in Philadelphia. We can almost be like Boston was years ago, where the Red Sox and the Patriots were winning the World Series and winning the Super Bowl at the same year.
Or Tampa Bay.
Or Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay their hockey team won. The baseball team I don't think got anywhere. But
do they have a baseball team now?
Tampa Bay Devil Rays.
No, I know they do.
I think they're switching to the Rays because I guess people are getting too evil with the Devil Rays work. But I know you were. I want to ask you about your trip to Nebraska.
No, my trip to Nebraska sucked.
I saw the game.
Well, that had nothing to do with why. I mean, obviously Nebraska sucks. They have sucked for like 15 years.
Was that their homecoming?
No, it wasn't their homecoming.
Okay, because
but they'll probably lose their homecoming too. It's really been frustrating out there. They need to really get the right people in place to turn that organization around and get it back. Get it going back in the right direction, but obviously they don't have the athletes. Man, you would have been sick to your stomach. I was watching the offensive line get drilled. And this is coaching. Their first move when the ball was snapped, standing straight up and down. They weren't even fine. I'm like, no wonder they're getting their behinds whooped. That's coaching. How do you watch the film and allow that to continue to happen? So and then also just some of us that had come back. We didn't really feel like we were being celebrated.
You had to feel wanted.
Well, we didn't really feel like we were being celebrated. We felt like we were just being tolerated.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where you guys were winning, and they're not winning. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say in that situation, because when I went back to every time I go back to Northern Illinois, aren't you in the Nebraska Hall of Fame?
Yes, I am. But guess what? I know what to say about that situation. I'm gonna say it right now. Don't go back. I ain't going back. Trust me. I'm not going back. They got to get their stuff together. Our agree to disagree statement today. We're gonna get into the football, y'all. We just get some stuff off our chest right now. We got to get some stuff off our chest. Eagles are currently the most dangerous team in the NFL. Do you agree or do you disagree? Now, I agree, and let me say why.
Tell me why.
Well, obviously you have the Miami ball that they fell off the map against Buffalo and got the behinds whooped, but they scored 70 points a couple of weeks. So everybody's high on Miami. They're the highest scoring team in the league right now. At least two is the number one quarterback as far as passing yards and all that kind of stuff. You got all these other teams, Kansas City. They're making a bunch of noise. You got Buffalo now. They're starting to people are starting to pay attention to Buffalo. They're quiet.
Come to the NFC, Irv, because the NFC they are chirping about the 49ers.
I'm getting to the 49ers. Yeah, I'm getting to the 49ers.
That's why I want you to go there. I want you to go there now because just go ahead and start chirping because they've been chirping. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, when I said the Eagles are the most dangerous team in the NFL, that's NFC, AFC. Okay. So yeah, 49ers, everybody, and don't get me wrong, Purdy's playing well. Christian McCaffrey is balling. He is absolutely balling. But the Eagles, I consider the Eagles the most dangerous team, currently the most dangerous team in the league right now. Why? Because they haven't peaked. They haven't played a real good game like some of these other teams in the top 10 in the league right now. And their best is yet to come. They have yet to peak. And you do want to peak mid-late season. You don't want to be peaking right now, doing your best, scoring your most, your greatest output right now. You don't want to have that early in the season because, as you know, as I know, as we know, it is a very long season. We're only into week 5. This is week 5 coming up.
Yep.
And they got a bunch of games to go, and you want to continue to ascend as the season goes on. And that's where the Eagles are. They're winning. They're 4-0. They have yet to even get close to playing their best football. And we know every week as we watch them, they get a little bit better. Now, last week against Washington, they might have stayed the same as the week before because they could have very easily lost that game against the Commanders. I don't know why the Commanders give us such a hard time, particularly at the link, why they give us such a hard time. But for some reason, Rivera has Ron Rivera.
Well,
why didn't he go for 2 points?
Well, you know what? If in that situation,
that's normally what he would do.
No, but that means
that's why they call him Riverboat.
No, but that means at the point that he has his team at now, that means that you don't believe in that they can win in overtime. When you go for 2, you do that with a young team so you can teach them how to win, and so you can say, "Let's just win." Everybody's excited. But if you watch that whole drive, it's like people in the comment. Let me know if you with me. If you watch that drive, every other play they was giving up a sack almost. So
in the drive it was a 10 play 64-yard drive, and they surrendered a 4th and 2. Yep. Along the way that they had a 3rd and 17 in that same drive, and they ended up surrendering a 4th and 2. So they were moving the ball. They were successful in that drive.
No, but listen to what I said. When I say that almost every other play was like a sack. Now, do you want your team to go down there and get in position to be able to play the extra time and win, or do you want to try to win it now? Yeah, but what plays your offense wasn't churning like that.
Yeah, but you know what? Knowing the Philadelphia Eagles and what they're capable of and what Jalen Hurts is capable of, there were 10 big plays on the offensive side for the Eagles. Jalen was 9 of those 10 big plays against the Commanders. Just knowing what they're capable of, having the opportunity to win right there at the goal line, I would have taken my chances. It was a long drive. Yes, their offensive line, they were probably a little gassed. But guess what? The Eagles were a little gassed as well. Yeah. I think I would have taken my chances and gone for 2 because you go for 2 and you get it, the game is over.
Yeah, but if you go for 2 and you don't get it, you just
the game is over. The game is over.
It's like you don't want to. To me, I don't. It's kind of like when you go for it. Like the same situation came up in the Chicago Bears game versus the Denver Broncos game. Mm-hmm. You get your quarterback in Chicago playing the best game of his career,
right?
And then you drive all the way and put yourself in position to get a field goal kick, and you go for it on 4th and 1.
Right.
That was the dumbest play known to man to call, but you didn't get it. Then they turn around and drive the length of the field and score.
And win. Yeah.
It's demoralizing. And then next thing you know, you're banning Claypool from the from the facility
because he's talking too much. The Bears are in disarray, bro.
Yes,
I don't know what they're going to do. And Washington's going to whoop them tonight. That's what's going to happen. And I was impressed. You know what? I was really impressed with the Eagles game with Howell, the game plan that Bieniemy put together. Given the fact that the week before they gave up 9 sacks, 4 interceptions against the Bills, and to come back in just a week's time and to put together and to harness what they put together, the game plan. to be able to come back and play the way Howell played in that offense, and their defense played as a team against a good team, the Eagles, just as good as Buffalo, if not better, and take them down to the wire over into overtime and have a chance to win that game. I think that was, hats off to Eric Bieniemy, hats off to Howell, hats off to the Washington Commanders. I don't like the name Commanders, but man, you gotta stand up and respect them in that game that they played this past week against the Eagles, because they really, Howell was getting rid of the ball. They were putting pressure on him, but he was getting the ball out quick. He was doing what he needed to do to manage the game.
You know what I know you're gonna like is the video ad coming up right now.
Yeah, we got a video ad coming up. Go ahead, Ralph.
Royal Billiard and Recreation, proudly celebrating 40 years, and our new, bigger showroom.
Twice the size and twice the fun.
More pool tables by Olhausen. More dartboard sets, including custom reclaimed backboards. More bar and kitchen stools that can change a room.
And more bars, including pre-built and custom.
Hot tubs, skee ball, shuffleboard, outdoor,
and fun.
Royal Billiard and Recreation, your ultimate game room store. Now located on Bethlehem Pike in Colmar.
Royal Billiard and Recreation.
And fun.
Yeah. So do you agree or disagree, Big Dog, that the Eagles are currently the most dangerous team in the league right now?
I think they're a dangerous team. I think they're right up there, but I don't think they're the most dangerous. Only because of what I look at in the secondary.
They've got some problems there.
They got some communication problems and some things. I think we just picked up Roby, which I was happy that we went out and got an actual veteran nickel.
We had to. We had to. Because Job is struggling.
Yeah, Job is struggling big time. And we had Roby here before. Roby has played with Desai in his style of defense. I think it's going to shore up a lot of things on the back end, but we still going to have to see what he's got left. It's only his 9th year, but we just got to see how he's been here before. And but he's a good veteran guy. You had to go do something like that. I was still looking for them to get Buda Baker or something, make a splash, something like that, which would be spectacular. But the secondary, the linebackers are actually doing pretty good. I think it's the secondary communication. I think it's because we had the young guys, and this is where, remember when we had this conversation a long time way back before when camp was going, and we talked about free agents. And when you don't seize the second, like they've been given 4 or 5 games,
right,
to see if you can play. That the first thing that they're gonna say when they bring somebody else is, "Oh, I ain't gonna get no chance." Yes, this was your chance. You're supposed to seize second, and you've been sticking up the joint. It's like that's the only reason. If you look at it, our secondary is going to be attacked each and every week. And that's it. It's like unless we do the thing is when we do man to man, we're spectacular. That's like, but you can't do man to man all game because your tongue is gonna be hanging out. I was like, so you have to learn how to play zone. You have to learn how to talk with each other.
Well, it's going to be, as you mentioned, you said it, you brought it up. This week is going to be a big. Matthew Stafford is slinging the ball. That dude is just slinging it. He's second. He's second in the league right now in passing. He's chunking the ball. They got a new hero on the block with Puka Nacua.
Puka Nacua and Cup to practice yesterday.
Cooper Kupp's coming back. He's going to be back, and that's obviously what Job has been playing in the slot. Listen, the secondary. Well, first of all, Job has been rated over 100. They're over 100 for receivers that are against him. Over 100. He's given up 2 touchdowns. The secondary hasn't played very well against what the secondary has given up 6 touchdowns so far this year. Slay. Big play Slay gave up 90 yards last week.
Yes, he did.
Something's off right now with that secondary. The Eagles pass defense is last in the league versus tight ends. Last in the league. 142.6 rating allowed with tight ends. They're going to use that tight end this week.
Yeah, and
Matthew Stafford, man, is slinging.
I've seen enough of Joe, but like Pro Football Talk, Marcus. I want to see Eli Ricks. I want to see him. He's a ball hawk,
right?
And I think he's a free agent, and I think he'll truly seize the second because he's not from one of. Sometimes it's like you can tell the people who have the dog in them and who will perform when the lights come on. They perform. Joby, I don't know. I was high on him at first, but he hasn't shown me nothing in these first 5 games. Defensively, I don't have time to wait on stuff like that. I don't have time to wait on you not knowing. It's different if you just get beat, but not knowing what the hell you're supposed to be at.
Right.
And your man running scot free.
Right.
Nah, we cannot deal with that.
Yeah, that's a soft spot we can't deal with. But the secondary definitely is the area that's going to be tested this week because that's their strength. Matthew Stafford doesn't run the ball. He just stands in the pocket and he slings it, and he's doing a great. I mean, even the young cat who's coming up. What's his name? I just mentioned him. Puka. I call him Pookie.
Yeah.
Pookie. He's number what? Is he number 1 in catches right now in the league? And he's number 2 in yardage.
He's got 39 catches.
39 catches. Yeah, he's got 400 some yards. He's only behind in yardage. He's only behind Justin Jefferson. So man, those cats are for real.
Yeah.
This is the best wide receiver duo, or maybe even tandem, including the tight end. You know, Tyler Higbee.
Tyler Higbee.
Yeah, Tyler Higbee.
He tore us up last time we played them.
Right.
He gave us work.
And we're doing a terrible job with the tight ends right now.
You know what the thing is, and somebody just said in there, I don't know why we don't I don't know why we keep trying to beat a dead horse, and we tend to do better when we pressure people. You have to make people throw the ball, get their hands off their ball quickly.
Right.
They have to survey the land. I don't care who you are. The quarterback has time to survey the land. Like you can't rush 4. Yeah, you have to put some pressure. You have to do, and that's what my guy just said. Ryan just said what happened in the Super Bowl was trying to rush 4. But if you just rush 4, how many of that leaves in coverage?
Yeah, it leaves a whole bunch of coverage.
A whole bunch of unnecessary people in coverage. So if you're not gonna cover nobody, come get the quarterback. Come put him on his ass. Some prefer to put more people in the defensive backfield to lessen the areas of openness to create smaller holes for the quarterback. And how does that exactly help?
Well, it depends on the quarterback and the wide receivers. If the wide receivers know how to find the holes and know how to read the defense properly, which most wide receivers in the NFL know how to do that. If they can do that on a consistent basis, playing zone is dangerous.
Or he does what? Did Patrick Mahomes run up a storm now since Super Bowl? Didn't he run up a storm? Will you play that crap that everybody's playing that man under and then let him survey the land? He waited till everybody's back turn and get 20 and break the back of your defense. He wait till you got him all the way to 30. Like that Jets game, it was 30 like 20 something.
Right.
Everybody's back turn. They ran
everybody's back turn.
It started forever. Who the hell told you you're supposed to make a quick decision, get that sucker on the ground, and get off the damn field? All this, that's not defense. What they play now is not defense. It's straight bitch stuff.
Well, we did that with Howell because Howell was getting rid of the ball quick because we were getting pressure.
You know why? Not really.
You don't think we were getting pressure? We got 5 sacks in that game.
We did get 5 sacks, but then we start going to
Hassan finally got a sack.
Yeah, I talked to him. I was like, I told you sacks come in bunches, but when you look at every time we try to lay back in zone, they hit us on the left side of our defense every time. The left side, because somebody didn't say out, out, out. Nobody said out, 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 or in. It's when you look at the defense and you look at the zone, everybody's looking at the quarterback, but there's guys running behind you, and so people need to talk. That's why when Dawk was telling you about what we was talking about, the in, the out, out,
right, talking, communication.
Yeah, it's like because just like you said, the receiver knows how to find the spot and sit down, and so. What they were doing was we had a not a hard corner, but we had a 2 shell, but we had because it kept happening behind Slade because they ran somebody underneath. There need to be some definitive principles. I don't give a damn what happens underneath. You don't let nobody catch nothing behind you. You can come up and make a play on the dude underneath, but it's like what I'm looking at is there's not clear and definitive principles in their zones. And it's like if you're not gonna do that, then you're gonna run man, and I'm gonna heat this sucker up and make him get out of his play, make a tackle, and we'll sit down. That's defense ain't that hard.
No, it's not that hard. But what I think this is just my opinion, based on, like you said, your observation, and them not putting as much pressure on the quarterback, or whether it's blitzing, whether it's stunts, games, whatever you want to call it, whether it's one of those. I think Desai, because the secondary is struggling like it is. Bradbury was hurt. Slay is not himself. He's not big play Slay right now. He's make a big play on Slay right now. You got Blankenship, who's coming back. He came back from injury. He made a great play a couple games ago, but they're still struggling back there. I think he's trying to, in his play calling, help them out by not allowing them or making them play man-to-man by playing more zone to try to create, we got great pass rushers. Give those guys, hopefully give those guys a chance, whether you're rushing 4, whether you're rushing 3, give them a chance to get to the quarterback or at least rush the quarterback and have more people in areas so the quarterback has to be more precise with his throw, because the more people you have back there in the secondary, the holes are smaller then. So the quarterback has to be more precise. The route running has to be more precise. They have to be more crisp in what they're doing.
You know how you get you know how you do that? You get them off his spot. And you know how you do that? You and then when some people run the ball on us, you run blitzes. It's like just I think Ryan thinks that I'm talking about. No, you know how you make your defense good? You give them an assignment. Go kick somebody's ass. You don't have them standing around waiting on nobody to come kick their ass. All that it's like all that stuff is like the pass rush is good. I like Morrow. I like Ellis. I was like, but when you look at it, it's like Ellis is pretty good at covering and blitzing. Morrow is good at blitzing and slowing down the run. You have to put guys in position to win, and sometimes you have to give them a complete assignment. You have to run the under Mackay. You have to run under Will Buckeye. You have to run that type of stuff, and it also lets the quarterback know that he can't stand back there. And I don't care what nobody's saying about the pass rushers up front. We need to make that quarterback get off his spot every time. He does not get to stand comfortably back there. And I don't care. That's what you're supposed to do defensively. Remember you talking about when we was talking about I had this question, posed this question for you when I heard the announcers when I just watched the game again, and I heard the announcers talking about, they made a mistake going for that double move. They should have held the ball. I said, what the hell is the defense on the sideline for? But over there look pretty. It's time to make your money. Right. If you have a team in a predicament where you can put points on the board, put them on the board. This is how people used to lose to Bill Belichick all the time. They used to play not to lose instead of playing to win.
I agree with that. You need to we're gonna put some pads on you, bro, because you like ready to go. You're level 10. I definitely on both sides of the ball. If I'm on a team, obviously I'm playing on offense, we want to be the aggressor. We want to be the one making the defense respond to what we're doing. But if I'm on a team, I'm playing on defense, I want to do the same thing on defense. I want to make that offense. I don't want that offense to dictate to me. I want to dictate to the offense by being the aggressor, by doing things to make them have to adjust to what I'm doing, whether it's blitzing, whether it's games, whether it's, trying to show one thing pre-snap and then we go into something else when the ball is snapped, a different coverage when the ball is snapped, always moving around, always making that quarterback think, always making that offensive line think, always making those receivers think, every play, every down. We want to be the aggressors.
Yes.
If I'm hearing you right, the Eagles are not doing that defensively.
Exactly.
When in my opinion, they can do that. Why can they do that? Because they have a lot of great athletes on the defensive side of the ball. They have a lot of great players on the defensive ball, and they can particularly get it done up front with the pass rushers that they have, with the run stoppers that they have, with the linebackers who are athletic like they are and can edge rush like they can. We may be weak in the secondary right now, but I think we can make up the difference for the weakness in the secondary up front and with our linebackers.
Now, Ryan has a point, but it's like the reason why I feel like
throw that up there again, Ryan's comment.
Ryan was talking about the lack of coverage. I was like, but when you play the coverage that they're playing off the damn ball. I was like, who the hell? Get up there and challenge somebody. If you get up there and challenge somebody and mess up the timing, what do you do? You just stand back there covering grass? The hell are you doing?
Let me read Ryan Swope's comment. But when your team only relies on sacks and getting pressure but can't cover it, it won't last. Eagles rely way too much on sacks and pressure, so it's awful coverage doesn't have to cover.
Well, if you put them in a position where they can succeed, which is not 5 or 10 yards off the ball. When the receiver can get off the ball and do what the hell they want to, when they want to,
free release.
Yes, it's like I'm not looking for no free release. I think Ryan, you have a misnomer, Ryan. I'm talking about kicking everybody's ass on offense. I mean, nobody's untouched because
in your defense, on your defense, every player on your defense, the defensive backs, particularly the corners, are up in that wide receiver's face, not allowing him a free release at any time.
Well, giving them different looks. We do the same thing all the time. When have you seen us up in the DB's face? When have you seen us do that?
Not very much. Not very much.
It's like the third and forevers. We standing back there like 10 to 12 yards deep. The hell are you doing?
But understand this too. Understand this. I want you to understand this. Not that the Eagles have played other than just Justin Jefferson and a couple other receivers, maybe. Not that they have played high level caliber receivers.
Right.
Defensive backs, particularly corners, don't want to get up close to a wide receiver that they can't cover or bump at the line of scrimmage. I hardly ever, I'm not touting myself, it's just a fact.
You guys,
nobody ever came up and challenged me at the line of scrimmage. Why? Because they couldn't handle me at the line of scrimmage. I would get around them, I smack them around, I knock them down, I go around them. So it's a loss for them at that point.
Say the last part again.
What's that? Smack them around?
No, go around them.
Well, I go.
But see, that's the thing. All we need is some time up front. That's what it's like. Just letting them get that free release.
But if they're not stopping me,
if you have to do this, all this and all,
it didn't take long.
Yeah, right.
But see, I don't have to.
That's all we need up front.
But then I don't have to beat you downfield. I beat you already. I beat you at the line of scrimmage, so you're already beat. So now the quarterback can throw the ball. So a lot of the corners in the league, or a lot of corners, period, don't want to come up and play bump and run because they're not real good bump and run players. I've watched Slay. I've watched Bradbury. Bradbury's a little bit better than Slay is at the line of scrimmage, depending on who it is they're trying to cover. Most of those guys don't do a good job of bump and run at the line of scrimmage.
But check this, Irv. It was like when you're 10 or 12 yards deep, what the hell are you doing?
Well, you listen.
No.
What you're doing at 10 or 12 yards deep is you're keeping him from running by you. If you come up and bump and you miss, guess what? He's already by you. He's already got you beat.
But you don't have to. Say you don't have to bump, but you need to come up and like challenge him or something. Do something.
And understand this: most of these corners can't run with these wide receivers. So now you're going to put me up close to the wide receiver when he can just run by me. At least give me 12 yards so I can get the running start.
That's why we have a two shell, so we have the guys over the top helping you out.
Right. Well, that's zone, but that's a zone. That's not man.
Well, if you do man, you do a two shell. You can do two shell. It's like sometimes it's like, and then I will run a two shell, a fake two shell with a one robber. I'm sorry, and just kill everybody
and kill everybody in the backfield. Well,
in the backfield, yeah.
Well, you're not. I guess thank God you're not the defensive coordinator.
No, because nobody's scoring.
And you know what? I have to give hats off to you, bro, because when you were my defensive coordinator at Robbinsville, we took care of business, and we didn't have the greatest athletes. We didn't have a whole lot of great athletes, but your defensive scheme was undenied.
All it is it's the same thing that Jim was doing. It's just organized chaos. It's not about a world beating type thing. But if you just go, it's kind of like this. We might as well just let him sit back there and play 7-on-7 or flag football. It's like and then when the guy up front, he finally does get there after going through hell to get there. The ball is coming out, and everybody talking about the ball's coming out quick. Now they're 13 to 14 yards back. The ball ain't coming out that damn quick.
Right. Well, so what are you saying about the Eagles this week? With all of that you just said, because they're winning. All right, they're 4-0, bro.
I know,
they're 4-0. I know they haven't played their best ball yet, offensively or defensively. They haven't.
I'm happy that he's going in the right direction. This week we have a Pigeon S offensive line, so they probably got to pop Matthew Stafford's hip back in place.
That was supposed to be the case with Washington. They had a pigeon offensive line too,
and we got 5 sacks.
We got 5 sacks, but
I don't think
Howell still played pretty well.
Yeah, but I don't think Matthew.
And it went into overtime.
I don't think Matthew Stafford's going to last 5 sacks.
So you don't think he's going to make it through 5 sacks?
No, he had something's up with his hip. It's gonna be interesting.
Well, hopefully we can get to him. Yeah,
and I think we're gonna get to him. So it's one of those things to where it's like I think
he's thrown for over 300 yards in the last 3 out of 4. There's 3 out of 4 games. The first 4 games, he's thrown for over 300 yards in 3 of those games. So again, like I said, he's slinging it, and our weak spot is the secondary. Now, understand this too. Yes, we did get 5 sacks last week, but our secondary has been able to be exposed. That's why we know they're last in covering tight ends in the league.
That's why
the quarterbacks are having enough time to get rid of the ball. Yeah, we're getting some sacks. Yeah. Yes, we are getting some pressures, but the offensive coordinators are putting together a scheme versus the Eagles defense to get the ball out quick. Right. And that's what they do. That's what Matthew Stafford does with Cooper Kupp. That's what Matthew Stafford does with Pookie. Yeah. Oh, Puka's his name.
Pakua. Yeah. It's like
I call him Pookie.
And then somebody just wanted to know that we believe that Eagles would start Dean over Morrow at this point. Well, Dean is hurt right now.
Yeah, and why would they start him over Morrow? Well, Morrow just got 3 sacks, didn't he?
Well, no, yeah, but before they released Morrow and Dean would start.
Yeah, but Morrow's with us now.
Yeah, he's with us now.
Right. So why would they? He's playing well. Why would you take him out?
I think you're not going to take him out.
No, why would you take him out? He's playing well. He's got momentum going. He's feeling confident. He's balling. Let him keep balling.
Yeah, let him keep balling. But it's like I think Dean did give us better coverage. Is smarter, and then it's like he speaks more. He's the quarterback of the defense.
Yeah, but what is Morrow? What is Morrow doing that's hurting the defense? Nothing. He's helping the defense.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If Dean is not fully healthy, you keep Morrow in there. You ride the hot hand.
Well, even if Dean is healthy, you put him in sporadically. You let Morrow, he earned the spot. He's playing well. He didn't come in there and piss up a rope.
Yeah,
he came in there balling.
He didn't come and rope it up, did he?
Huh?
He didn't come and job it up, did he?
No, he didn't job it up. He's doing well. I like the way he's playing. I wasn't sure about him at the beginning of the season, but man, he's really put his foot down and moved forward, and he's an asset on this defensive squad. What we need to do, like you said, possibly, we got some defensive backs coming in. We need to shore up some areas in that defensive backfield. We need to find out what's going on with I don't know if they need the counseling session or what, but what's going on with Slay or what's going on with Bradbury, because you haven't heard anything from Bradbury either. I know he got hurt. But he's not making any noise back there. You don't hear him breaking up, see him breaking up passes or anything like that. They're still giving up touchdowns, and that's got to stop.
So the question that I think we should pose to our audience, and I saw a Wealthy Mind. I believe Dean is eligible to come. He's still got to practice 21 days. Wealthy Mind.
Right.
He's got to practice 21 days first. But and you are correct. I will leave Morrow on the field right now. I think the question we should propose to everybody is, when the hell do you think that the rest of these suckers is going to hit their stride and start playing?
What suckers you talking about?
The secondary. It's like cats who are getting toasted. It's like, when are they going to hit their stride? It's like, you see, it's just like last week. He's like, man, where Hassan Reddick at? He got a sack. Now you got to call out the rest of the suckers now.
Well, the rest of them got to come up. You know what?
Call out Slate. You got to call out Bradbury.
I'm a little bit.
Evans. Yeah.
I'm a little bit worried about Slay. A little bit concerned about Slay because he played well last year, but most of his good play or excellent play or his interceptions and the difference making that he does as a defensive back, as a corner, happened in the first 2/3 of the season.
Yeah, but last year,
the latter part of the season, Slay was falling off. I don't know if he was injured. I don't know if he got tired. I don't know exactly what it was, but I do know the latter part of the season last year, Slay did not play up to his par like he did in the first 2/3 of the season. Maybe he's still there right now.
He got hit in stride. Last year was
maybe he didn't have a stride to hit.
Well,
maybe his stride is gone.
You ever thought about your first year after you came off with your Super Bowl loss? How did you come back to the next season?
Me personally?
Yeah.
I came back hungry and mad and eager and better than before.
No,
better than the year before.
But that was your second year, though.
But again, that's why I'm saying that Slade's been around for a while. Right. So yeah, he went downhill on their way to the Super Bowl.
Dawkins is ready to go too.
I don't see him. He
said Ralph just said Dawkins is ready to go. Yeah.
Okay, we're finished talking, and y'all, we do have Dawk Talk for coming up. Yeah, so we got a dude in the house.
Yeah,
I don't see him. I don't see him in the greens.
Ralph, you can bring him up.
Ralph, bring him up.
Stay tuned for Dawk Talk, featuring Hall of Famer Brian Dawkins. Brought to you by Royal Billiard Recreation, Carlino's Italian Market, and Philly Sports Trips.
There he is. He's in the house. Y'all, he's in the house. I was have my applause. People? Can we put some applause on? Ralph, you got some applause?
You got the big hands, man. Dog, man.
So my computer was messing up, so I had to do it on my phone.
Okay, it's cool.
Oh, you good? You look good, bro. Are you doing it vertical or are you doing it horizontal?
Vertical.
Okay, it looks good like that. I'm gonna start doing my thing vertical. I'm gonna turn my camera sideways. It looks good like that. You got the black on the side, the dark on the side. Looks good, man. You look good.
What you got for us today, Doc?
Yeah, Dawk Talk in the house, y'all. Holla at us, bro.
Oh man. So as I was watching the game, something stuck out to me, and it's something that we can all, I believe, use. Every last one of us, including myself. Mm-hmm. Tank, I remember back in the day that there was this fiery dude that was playing defensive line, and he had so much fire in his belly that he made a highlight video before all these highlight videos came out, right? He made his own highlight video, sent it to Ray Rose, sent it to whomever he could get, VHS back in the day, to see if he could get somebody to look at his tape. And they did, looked at his tape, and they, brought him in. And that's you, Tank, right?
Yeah.
I also remember this dude back in the day that had so much fire in his belly that it went the wrong way for a little while, right? But then that individual began to learn how to harness that fire, came to Christ, harnessed that fire, and it became something that propelled him to have a long, successful career. And then there's another individual that is on this line that was a very angry young man growing up, whole bunch of fire in his belly, felt disrespected, felt like he was always overlooked. And so he used that fire for a little while, but he learned later on to harness that. And so that's what I want to talk about today, being able to harness that fire inside and utilize it at the right moment and not have it come to burn your teammates, have to burn you and your teammates. And so it's important to learn that at some point. And here's the thing, the first thing I'll say about it. I love the fact that we have individuals on the team with that type of fire. So I love that we have guys on the team that you have to say to slow down, not speed up, right? You have to say, whoa, not sick, right? You have to tell them to slow. I love that, but we have to learn to harness that, and this is a life thing as well. So there's things in our lives that gives us a desire and a burning to go do something, and sometimes we use that in the wrong way. So we have to learn how to use that thing. And it's actually a good thing. Like that fire, that passion that I played with, that passion herb that you played with, same thing with you, Tank. Like that passion, oh my goodness, it's a great thing when you harness it, when you use it the right way. And so what you don't want to have happen, though, is that have that fire that begins to burn that you have inside of you, and then it burns your teammates in the playoffs. Like when it really, really counts. When you're potentially playing the 49ers, and then you give that team a head start or, the ball on the 45, 50-yard line, right?
Or a 15-yard penalty,
So that's what and so this is not for one individual. I know a lot of people are saying you're talking about one person. I'm not talking about one.
No, you're not talking about one person. Because it's happened.
One of the things that I've learned in coaching, listening to coaches and coaching myself, is that when you talk to one person, you're talking to everybody. And so for everybody in the room, if you open your ear to listen when they're chewing out somebody else or correcting somebody else, you can learn some valuable tools. So this is what I'm talking about. This is for the team. You have to learn these things. So when your teammate messes up and you see that they're correcting him, learn that, because you may be that person later on in the season. That fire that's burning in your belly is you want to do something that
I know
that may
about
go too far a little bit, right? And cause you to hurt your teammates. So that's what I'm talking about. So that's the thing that I want to talk about today.
Okay. That's important, man. And just so everybody knows, B-Dawk is talking football, but he's using football as an illustration, as an analogy to help us in our everyday occurrences in life. I think what you're saying, Brian, the late Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King said it like this: we're all connected to an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one of us directly affects all of us indirectly. I can never become what I'm supposed to become until you become what you're supposed to become, and you can never become what you're supposed to become if I don't become what I'm supposed to become, because we're all connected. It's a team.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's a mouthful. I'm sorry.
I like where you put that, Doc, too, because it was like at first I thought a lot of people was going to be like on AJ Brown's head about it, and then I thought about it too. I was like, it's like one of those things where we've all had those personal battles during games, and you just can't let you. It's like when you listen to them tell you don't be the guy. Don't be the guy that costs us 5, 10 yards, 15 yards, or put us in a predicament for us to lose the game. And then you feeling bad because you let your fire and desire get the best of you instead of harnessing it and kicking his butt during the whistles.
And I love what you just said at the end, because he did.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't have to make me feel any worse. Listen, I'm serious. As a DB, if you catch a touchdown on me, I feel horrible at that moment, right? Yeah. And so some of the times for me, when I got somebody real good, I don't have to say nothing.
Right. Yeah, they know it.
Catch a cat smile as I walk away from them, right? Silence as I walk away from them, right? That's digging them. Like that silence as you smile at them because you know you dug into them, that digs into them even more.
And homeboy was already sitting on the field dejected. He was already sitting with his head down, looking pitiful.
The funny part about that is I watched the entire battle throughout the game because the kid, I love the kid coming out of college. He came out, he had 6 INTs for touchdowns at Mississippi State. He got six pick sixes at Mississippi State. So when he was doing all that one, Charlotte, he was telling the truth because he's a ball hawking machine. I wanted us to get him, but when they were going backwards and forth, he got him some. But then at the end, it was just like you said, dog. If he'd just caught that touchdown and just walked by and just shook his head, instead of putting that ball down there, because it's like those judgment calls. The fish, and then the other part too was when we've been in a situation where the officials been telling us to cool it down, slow it down, and it's like. The officials throughout the game had been on them. Yep, exactly. They had been telling that the entire game, and I was like, man, he's got to be better, and the entire team has got to be better as well. Because you know what the other part was? Can't get right as Derek Barnett. Can't get right as Derek Barnett. You know Derek Barnett. Derek Barnett, he's been dubbed as the person that every time you turn around, it's just Nick Sirianni found out every time when he saw somebody get an unnecessary roughness penalty or unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, he knew it was number 96. He's like, and it was so funny because I heard him say it on the when he didn't really have it mic'd up. He was like, it's him again. I knew it was him. I was like, oh. Well,
man. He did want out of here right before the season started, didn't he? He wanted to try to get out, didn't he? He wanted to be traded.
But yeah, he wanted to try to get out of there, but it's like, go ahead.
And see, that's the thing about it. So even DB, I remember watching him in college, and he had that feistiness in college. He had that feistiness, in college. He had that fire. But again, that fire that burns, it can burn your teammates.
Right.
If you don't learn how to harness it, it can literally burn your teammates. Here's the other thing I won't leave them out of the equation, though. So regardless, Tank, of where they get the ball though as a defense, we got to get off the field on 3rd and long.
Thank you.
We got to get off the field. It's third. It was like 3rd and 15 or whatever.
3rd and 17, man.
3rd and 17. Are you serious?
Yeah. And they end up getting the 4th and 2. Yeah.
So as much as we want to talk about that, one individual is his fault. It's not, because as a defense, no matter where they get the ball, offense just put up 7 points. So last I checked, if we got more points than the other team when the clock hit 0-0, 0-0, then we win the ball game,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So no, we got to get off the field on as a defense as well. So I'm pretty sure they're having that conversation. I'm pretty sure that they're not buying into what we are talking about and all those things, even though it's something to be learned for the whole team. I think that they're talking about that was a golden opportunity on 3rd and 17 to get off the field. So for us not to have to use our kicker, even though he's one of the best has ever done it, he's showing himself to be a very important dude. But I don't want him to be on the field. Like,
thank you.
3rd and 17, dog. We got to get off the dog on the field.
Yeah, and you know what? We don't just feel good on offense when we score. I know our defense feels good when we score.
Tremendous.
When we score 6 points, the defense feels good. When y'all shut them down and get off the field and we get the ball back, we feel just as good as you feel. So again, like you said, it's all connected. It's all connected.
Now, Doc, I already asked Irv this question. Now, earlier in the show, I was watching the broadcast, and the Yahoos in the booth who were commentating the game were talking about how we scored too quickly, and I'm thinking to myself, what the hell is the defense over there for?
How do you score too quickly?
It's like they should have did that. It's like I was like, are we not playing to win? Let's talk to him, dog.
All right, so listen.
How do you score too quickly? That's what I want to know.
There is no right way to win a game.
Right.
The way that I see it. There's different ways to win a game. Yes, we could have ran the ball, ran the clock out. We could have done those things, right? But in my mind, this is a very aggressive offense. It always has been for a long time that they're very aggressive. So they think about it. In that situation as a DB, there's no way I'm thinking they're going to double move me in that. That's why they did it.
That's why they did it. That's right.
Why? Because nobody thought that they would do it.
That's right.
I'm of the opinion, once again, we got a stout defense. We got a powerful defensive line, a great rushers up front. We got linebackers coming into their own right, young guys that are showing out that they can play the doggone game, right? We got a secondary that's kind of gelling together, learning how to communicate with one another, but we're supposed to have playmakers all over the place, right? So if we putting that on the field, man, score.
Right.
Like, I don't care how quick you score.
Right. Thank you.
If you put 7 up, it's my job as a defensive player to make sure that point, those 7 points are enough.
Are protected. That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
And Doc, you don't know that we lost the game 6-3 one time.
Was that a baseball game?
We lost to Green Bay 6-3.
6-3. I remember that.
How do you lose when you hold them to 6? Was that Aaron Rodgers or was that Brett Favre? Was that Brett Favre?
That's Brett Favre.
When you hold Brett Favre to 6 points, how do you lose?
2 field goals.
2 field goals, brother.
Wow.
2 field goals. But again, so I think that people get so caught up in this, like, we should have done it this way. We could have done it that way.
Right.
There's no should. We could have done it that way.
Right.
We did it the way that we did it. And again, if you have a bunch of dudes on the field, we don't care how you score. Like, seriously. Like, if I'm confident that we're going to do what we need to do as a defensive player, like, again, I don't care how you score.
Right.
Just matter of fact, y'all could have put 3 up. They're not kicking 3. We're not going to let them get in field goal position.
Nope.
That's how confident I would be. Stepping on the field with Jim Johnson, behind the helms calling that defense, right? That's how I felt.
Yep.
That's Dawk Talk, y'all. That's real talk.
No, but now you see where it comes from, because everybody be mad at me because they'll be like, man, they standing off the ball way too far. We organized chaos is what Jim used to
organized. Doggone right.
Yes.
Hey, Doc, you should have seen it when I was coaching at I was the head coach at Robbinsville High School, and Big Dog Tank was my defensive coordinator. Boy.
Hey, Tank, you have right though. You have right.
Oh yeah. I go to him, I'm like, give me the ball back. He called his defense, kill them all. He had his defense, kill them all. I'm like,
look at the linebacker. Everybody dies.
Everybody dies. That's what he called his defense. Dude, they get the ball back too. They get the ball back for me. Boy, it was fun.
All you do is confuse the offensive lineman and then just give the quarterback something to think about. And the funniest part was when he said, he's like, I need the ball. I was like, you need the ball? He's like, I need the ball. I was like, to the linebacker. Everybody dies. You got to line your defensive ends wide so the quarterback can't get out there, get all those gaps, and have your secondary do the blitz read. The three. What is it called? We out line up 5 yards. Flat step. Yes.
Flat foot read, brother.
Yes.
Flat foot read. So you just stand flat footed and read the quarterback.
You sit off about 8 yards and you flat foot.
Wow.
So if it comes out quick, you run up, make the play, right?
Or you intercept it,
because the ball in that situation what Tank is talking about, the ball gotta come out
fast, right? Yeah,
and you know that, right? Flat foot read.
So there's no movement backwards. You're moving, all your movement's forward. Yeah.
No, you're not moving at all.
Well, I'm just saying you're not going backwards at all. When you move, you're moving forward.
Yes.
After you've stayed, when the ball snapped, you're flat footed.
Right. So again, you're reading the quarterback. When the ball, when in that 3-step, when the quarterback in shotgun is not 3-step, but if it's under center, it's 3-step. Right. But if it's in shotgun, it's a catch, step, and hitch.
Yes,
right?
sir.
So you're reading the step, catch, catch, step, and hitch. And on that, matter of fact, Jim was like, you're supposed to pick those. He wasn't looking for tackles. You're supposed to pick those off. Right. That's what he would always say.
Right. And that's what I was saying. You're moving forward because you gotta in order to pick it off, you got to move forward.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah. You bring back them good memories.
Look, man, I should have been a DB. I went to college. I got recruited as a DB. I was supposed to be a safety. Somehow I ended up on offense. But
I hit it with the even Fox Alert Snake.
You went Fox Snake?
Yes.
Is that Fox Alert Snake?
And they knew how to, and they got it?
Yes. It's like I got what it was. The kids are easy to teach. It's like all you do is you give everybody their assignment, and then you teach it to them in the classroom, and then they see that it works. They're more than happy to do it. I think when you teach them in the way you keep it simple, stupid. That's why I love Jim defenses.
Let me tell you this. That was Irv. That was one of my favorite blitzes. In the we used to do that in the red zone.
Okay.
Even Fox Snake, and so it's literally I got to kind of choose my gap where I was going to blitz in, depending on the backfield set, right? So I mean, you talking about fun. And if I noticed, he gave me the freedom that if I noticed a shotgun with like a offset back with 2 receivers, and I anticipate sprint out, I can get out of my A gap and blitz from the outside, right?
Wow!
Because I knew what was coming. So I mean, it was so much fun because he gave me so much creativity in that blitz. So I love that blitz.
I got a lot of sacks, and I sacked sack force fumbled Scott Mitchell when he was playing with the Bengals. It was even Fox Alert Snake came right up the gut, and Jim, the way Jim explained things, that's the other thing too, is when you playing and you're learning things and you're doing everything and you're doing your assignment. You do your assignment because your boy's gonna do his assignment. Jim told us to bull rush on the track. He's like, you don't follow a block. That's the other thing too that I told the kids too. Don't follow a block. When they start sliding, you hit those gaps. You
hit the gap
straight. Yeah, keep coming straight. So it's like initially, when he first put the blitz in, I was following my block because I was like, "Man, this blitz is set up for Dawkins." And he say,
"Dawkins, get all the highlight tape."
Like Dawkins try. I was like, "This." He say, "No." He said, "No, Tank." He say, "Bull rush on the track." Because on the paper it looks like you just bull rush the guard. You bull rush on the track. So that means my first time, I just get up, take that first step. If he goes down anyway, I keep going.
It's over with.
Yes. And a lot of times the ball was coming out of there. Yes, love it.
Somebody's coming. Well, y'all heard it here on A2D Radio on Vetted with Irving, Fryar, Hollis, Thomas. This is Brian Dawkins, Hall of Famer, y'all, on Dawk Talk. Big Dawk, we'll see you next time. All right. Thanks,
man,
bro.
Y'all be blessed. Love y'all.
Man. You too. Bless you.
All right, you too, man. Love you too, man. See you later, man.
Y'all, that was Dawk Talk. Dawk Talk is brought to you by Carlino's Royal Billiard Recreation and Philly Sports Strips.
Yeah. The guys at Philly Sports Strips.
That's Dawk Talk.
That's Dawk Talk. Give you the even. See it.
Yeah, I got to read. I got to do. Hold on a second. In 2018, 2018, Eagles legend Brian Dawkins, who was just with us, he was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. To commemorate his moment, B-Dawk designed and launched an exclusive collaboration with Bowman Hat Company, America's oldest hat maker, on hats.com. Brian's love for hats and the Eagles were on proud display in Canton. And now you can find yourself in that same iconic Hall of Fame fedora. Yeah. Just go to hats.com and search Brian Dawkins and use the code Philly for 15% off your order. Hats.com.
Nice.
Oh, I did that good, didn't I?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like that. You ready for some ball and ass?
Yeah, bro. I think you got a short read before you do your history, or you're gonna do your read after your history. What you gonna do? It's up to you.
I was gonna let them know that this day in history with Hollis Thomas.
Okay, we got history with Hollis.
Yes.
Kick it, big dog.
This is Day in History is brought to you by Philly Sports Trips. If you go to phillysportstrips.com currently and hit the tailgate tab, we still have some tailgates available. I'm currently in LA, about ready to support it. The takeover is real. We out there about to support and take over the Rams. We still have some spots left. If you go to phillysportstrips.com and click tailgate, we have some Ram spots because we opened up another 100 spots. We filled up pretty quickly. Now, today is October the 5th, 2023. It's the 278th day of the year. There's 87 of these puppies remaining.
Wow, 87? Wow.
Yes. National holiday. Today's the national holidays is Apple Betty Day. You know what Apple Betty is? Apple pie.
Is that what Apple Betty is?
Yeah, Apple Betty.
I thought maybe it's like Betty Boo.
It's like do something nice day. It's Teachers Day too. World Teachers Day.
Hats off to the teachers. Shout out.
Yes.
All teachers.
And it's World Get Funky Day. I think it's for those of you who don't have any rhythm.
You got some music back there. You got some funk back there.
But not really. But I got some quality events for you today. In 1905, the Wright brothers, the Fryar number 3, it broke the world record for 24 miles in 39 minutes.
Nice.
In 1945, 6-month strike. But the Screen Actors have just come on strike, right? So this was in 1945. On this day, there was a 6-month strike with the set directors.
Not the actors and actresses. The set directors.
Not the directors. The decorators.
Oh, the set decorators.
Decorators. Yes, okay. My bad. Decorators. And guess what happened? On this day, it was a 6-month standoff, and things got really nasty at Warner Brothers Studio. I put that in there because I'm in LA. We coming to LA, and Warner Brothers Studios here. So it turned into a bit of a bloody riot outside the gates of Warner Brothers in 1945. Yes.
Wow.
1962, the very first James Bond installment film was made from the Ian Fleming's. Ian Fleming's book of James Bond. What was the movie? 1962, the very first James Bond movie.
Wow.
Dr. No.
Oh, Dr. No.
Dr. No. Okay. And 1982, I know a lot of us were kids when this happened. The Tylenol product was recalled due to tampering. As a kid, you see that on the news. It's kind of weird because as a kid, you see that on the news and you realizing how vulnerable you are in this game we call life. Now, it was a cyanide incident. That's why they stopped doing the capsules. So, so then I have a lot of birthdays. Today is Larry. You know who Larry Fine is?
Larry who?
Larry Fine. Fine.
No, who is that?
He's Curly from the Three Stooges. Not Curly, but Larry from
Larry.
The
Okay.
Larry, yes, he's from Philadelphia. Also, Ray Kroc. You know who Ray Kroc is?
No.
Raymond Kroc is the dude who's I don't know. You had to watch this movie with Michael Keaton where they show how McDonald's was made, and he was one of the reasons why you don't do handshake deals.
Okay. I thought it was more like Jimmy Crack Corn and I don't care.
No, we got what y'all? We have 1937 Barry Switzer.
I know Barry. I know who Barry Switzer is.
Yes, you do. 1957 Bernard Mac. Bernie Mac birthday today. 1957. Yeah, Bernie Mac. And then we have today is 1966 Dennis Byrd. You remember the guy who the unathletic?
Yep.
Yeah. We have Rex Chapman today, 1967. 1967 Guy Pearce. 1972 Grant Hill. 1978 we have Jesse Palmer. And 1989 we have Travis Swift Kelsey.
Travis Swift Kelsey.
and before I end my what y'all, I like to send a special happy birthday to Haley Maxine Thomas. Her birthday was yesterday. She turned sweet 16. Happy birthday, sugar.
Happy birthday, sugar.
my youngest daughter.
Happy birthday, Sugar Tank. She's a sugar tank.
So that's what I got for you for history today.
All right, bro. Before we go,
okay.
What's your prediction? Give me a score. Eagles, Rams.
Eagles, Rams. I got the Eagles winning 35 to 28. I think the Rams are going to be able to score on us because we got to do secondary, and they may not score that many. But every time I pick us to hold somebody and shut somebody down, they score a bunch of points. So I figure I better go on the high end of what I was thinking, because I was thinking 35 to 21, but 35 to 28. But I'm thinking 35 to 28. It's not going to be easy, but no game has been easy up to this point because a lot of people keep forgetting we are the hunted.
Right.
So it's like we're
getting everybody's best shot.
Yeah, and then this is also the Rams going to looking to be on the ascend. And the other part too is I need to get to the bottom of why each offensive guy that's been traded by the Rams has also had a thing for the head coach's wife.
We don't want to get into that.
No. Well,
everybody wants to. Yeah, I would do McVay's wife. Who wouldn't do McVay's wife?
Yeah, but that's what everybody that's been on.
That's what they were saying. Yeah,
that got traded. That's what they got traded apparently.
Well, yeah, apparently that's why they got traded. Well, I'm going to agree with you in that the Eagles are going to score 35 points, but I think it's going to be a lot closer than that because the Rams they're right there. I think they can score just as much or just as many points as the Eagles. Matter of fact, they're scoring more points than the Eagles are right now, but 35-34. Wow. Eagles are going to win by 1. It's going to be a nail biter. It's going to be a great game. Very exciting for the fans.
You're going to be a more nail biter than last week? Damn.
Yeah, more nail biter than last week. We very easily could have lost that game last week.
Yeah, we could have, but it was washed in.
But 4-0. All right, y'all. That's it.
Remember, the victories aren't pretty, but the W's are sexy.
Oh yeah. Let's keep the main thing, like Jalen says. That's winning.
Yes.
Keep the main thing, the main thing. As long as they win, I don't care. You only have to win by 1.
Yeah.
You only have to win by 1. You can even if you fumble the ball, turn it over, all that kind of stuff. As long as you win, that's all that counts.
Let us sort out the rest.
Yeah, sort out the rest. Yes. Yeah, kill them all, sort out the rest.
Yes.
That's it, y'all. You heard it here on A2D Radio, here on Vetted with Irving Fryar and Hollis Thomas, Big Dog Hollis Thomas. We'll see y'all next week, same time, next Thursday, 5 p.m., right here, A2D Radio, Vetted. Holla.